Hey, what's up, everybody? Scott Spreitzer here, DocSports.com, and we have the conference championships in the NFL upon us. It is the weekend of January 25th and 26th, and I'm going to talk about the Commanders-Eagles clash on this report in just a moment. We'll give you my comp play there. If you're watching this on Saturday, well, up until 6 p.m. Eastern, you can still get my 7-unit play in college basketball. If it's after that, well, then we're all about the NFL, and of course, haven't handicapped the basketball games or the hockey games for Sunday as of yet. But if you are watching this on Saturday night or on Sunday, we do have a 7-unit play in the AFC Conference Championship between the Bills and the Chiefs. 10-1 plus 38.80 is what we've done in the NFL in the month of January. So we'll look to stay hot there. And of course, you can check out my homepage at DocSports.com early Sunday morning to check out our NBA, college basketball, and NHL plays once we handicap those games late Saturday night. All right, let's get to the comp play between the Eagles and the Commanders. That is the first game on Sunday's NFL slate. And right now, Philly laying 6 in this one. There's a couple of 6.5s. I got like 20 books on my line service, and there's a couple of 6.5s. Most of them have 6. And I will say this, that, you know, the couple of books that I spoke to are reporting about 55, 56% of the tickets being written on the Washington Commanders. However, I do like Philly in this game. First of all, the Commanders play a lot of man coverage, and that means A.J. Brown could be in for a couple of long open passes in this one. And also that means that if Jalen Hurts is not too injured, not too banged up, the concussion, among other things, he's got the wheels that can run and do damage against teams that have their back turned to the quarterback when they're trying to cover in a man setting. So there's a chance that we could see some decent yardage on the ground out of Jalen Hurts. And of course, A.J. Brown may be getting behind the defense a couple of times here. But I look at this contest, and the Commanders, not good against the run. They gave up 201 yards on 23 carries to Detroit last week. They gave up about 4 yards per pop to Tampa Bay the week before. And really, I mean, listen, not to take anything away from Jaden Daniels. This guy looks like he's going to be a superstar, as cool as it gets for many years to come. But their wins the last 2 weeks were due in big part to opposing quarterback mistakes. Goff was horrible last week, multiple picks. You'll recall back in the wild card game against Tampa Bay, you know, the Buccaneers are leading 17-13 in the fourth. Baker Mayfield fumbles the ball at his own 13-yard line without even being touched by a defender. 4 plays later, Washington scores, and they go from a 4-point deficit in the fourth to a 3-point lead. They go on to win the game by a late field goal. I don't see Jalen Hurts making those kinds of mistakes that we saw to those last 2 quarterbacks. He generally doesn't do that, make those kind of costly mistakes. Now, Philly won the first meeting this year, 26-18. They lost the second meeting, as you guys know, 36-33. They were up 27-14. Hurts was knocked out of that game early, so he had to back up Pickett out there trying to maintain that lead, build the lead, and not lose, but they did lose, as the Commanders came from way behind. But having said that, check out the rushing numbers from those 2 games combined. Philly ran the ball 79 times in those 2 games. They gained 439 yards. That's 5.6 yards per carry in their 2 games against Washington. And again, they barely had Hurts in that second meeting. So I think you're going to be able to see Philly and Saquon Barkley run the football again. It sets up the offense for Philadelphia. And, you know, you look at Washington again, 23rd in yards per play allowed. The Eagles defense number 1 of that stat. And I think they'll be too tough here. We haven't seen a rookie quarterback in the Super Bowl. I don't think it's going to happen this particular season either. And I'm a big Jaden Daniels fan. I think he's going to have a long career, strong career, but probably goes down to defeat in this particular game. Plus, they played all these road games now, you know. It's like 4 road games over the last 21 days by the time this one kicks off. It's a situation where, like, Philly minus the points in this game over Washington. All right. If you want to check out all my plays, go over to my homepage at DocSports.com. If you don't mind, click on that thumbs up. If you like these videos, be sure to subscribe. Sure does help us out. We do appreciate it. I'm Scott Spreitzer, DocSports.com. Let's put the weekend in the win column, everybody.